Is that my shirt, Doug?
This right here?
I know we got a lot of those shirts, but they kind of look like my shirt.
No, this is a nicer shirt. You might have had one like this here, but this is pretty nice. This is mine.
So, good morning, good morning.
Good morning, the White Cliff Senior.
The White Cliff Jr. here.
And you here look at the Cliff and Cliff Show.
That's right, episode number 5. We got another great one for you today.
Yes, indeed.
Well, let's hope so.
Yeah, you're gonna like it.
Yeah, so some kind of been in the news here as of recently. I think as recently as of this past week here, we completely withdrew from Afghanistan.
Wow, yeah. Well, it's been going on for a long time, and it's probably time to get out of there, let them people handle their business a little bit the way you need to handle it.
Yeah, I know we've been over there for 20 years, and we just completely withdrew for the most part. I know we still probably got force. I don't think we'll ever be completely gone from over there, but I know Biden right now is catching a lot of flack because the exit plan wasn't executed in a manner that
Everyone likes.
But because a lot of people right now, there are a lot of people that have helped the United States and were promised, hey, we're gonna protect you and look out for you if you help us.
Right.
You know what I mean? And right now, I think there are a lot of people, a lot of Americans, even Afghan people over there that are like, we're not getting that protection that we had talked about because you guys just pulled up out of here and gave the Taliban pretty much the whole plan from the outset.
Right, and I don't know if we ain't moving out fast enough, because in the news you see these planes with all these people hanging on wings and tires and going over the walls. I mean, it's got to be so bad that they're willing to do that to get out of there. So, hopefully we can get all those people out that we say we're going to help, and things get better over there. We don't want no country, no other nation to be going through turmoil, fighting and shooting and bombs going off.
Because it's really a botch, you know what I'm saying, for the most part, our execution, because we spent a lot of money over there, you know what I mean, to put in a government that's more democratic versus like the Taliban just getting control and say, all right, y'all under our rule now, that's what we're going to do. Anybody got anything to say about it? Well, off with your, we gonna do something to you.
Yeah, not good. But it's hard to change something that's been going on for years.
Yeah.
They got their own culture, their own way of doing things, and we want to put ours on them. So, and sometimes it works, and sometimes it doesn't work all the way like we might want it to. But right now, I think they're resistant to change.
Yeah, and I think, and I feel like I've just done some reading over this past week here, and it looks like Afghanistan hasn't necessarily had like a long run of a certain leadership. For the most part, it's been like different governments, and like I think the Russia was there in like the early 70s and late 70s to the 80s, you know what I'm saying, like pretty much fighting and trying to do, trying to pretty much put down what they trying to get, you know what I'm saying, trying to implement what they want, who they want to see in office. And now the United States has been over there trying to put who they think should be in, you know what I'm saying, just all these political wars and different, so you never really know what's going on and what's the motive, you know what I'm saying, behind these countries. And so it's a messed up situation, because we lost a lot of soldiers. The United States lost a lot of people over there. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
I mean, out there with all them bombs and everything.
And now it's like it felt like it was all in distress. You know what I'm saying? It's like if we losing people, losing our own people, spent all this money over there, and now it's almost to the exact same way as it was before we left.
Right. So what good did it do us to go over there and take over like that and bring all our people there if it's gonna go back to the same old thing like they had it?
Yeah.
The dictatorship and controlling what people say, do, and think.
And then I was reading too that that a lot of the army over there, you know what I mean, was heavily underarmed, I know the people were saying that the Afghan Army just gave up for the most part, and they had a special force, I think, of like 3,000 soldiers that were going to put up it could have been more than that, don't quote me, but there were like the special forces for the Afghan Army would was ready to put up a major fight. You know what I'm saying? Their last stand for Kabul, the capital in Afghanistan.
Okay.
And they pretty much was like, all right, there's going to be a slaughterhouse. You know what I'm saying? Because we are worn out for the most part, outgunned. You know what I'm saying? Because I heard they're not getting equipment and the things that the U.S. had promised they weren't getting. You know what I'm saying? That type of support that they were looking for, and so they were like, man, let's not even go through that. Let's turn over our guns and all that so we not lose all of our people.
And I think that's some of the thinking that's going on over there. I think if I think back on how we were in war here in the U.S., Civil War was going on. The Federal Army against the Confederate
versus the
Union.
Yeah, Union.
Yeah. So that's like their own cousins and family going against each other is what's going over there right now. I think that's why they choose not to fight is vigorous. I think maybe I don't know.
I wouldn't say it's cousins, but it is
family
Afghan people.
Afghan people that you know, because you've been there forever. Somebody knows somebody.
Yeah.
On each side.
Yeah.
So them trying to take each other out completely is probably never going to happen.
Yeah.
So. What do you do when you fight against people of your own nationality, I should say?
From your own country.
Your own country, you know, so...
Yeah, but I mean, with the U.S. ain't had no problem with that. They like, hey, the Union and the Confederate was going at it.
But then they stopped and figured out, so we're going to handle this thing peacefully and do it another way. So
yeah, after
I think
major civil war.
I think they're going through the same things over there when it comes to war. Nobody really saying that those people are fighting against each other.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of bloodshed going on and blowing up their own cities and towns.
Yeah.
So what's going to be left after that if they choose to go at it like that?
Well, I think there's a lot of religious. It's a big thing with religion. You know what I mean? The Taliban have a certain way and a certain ideology that they trying to promote.
Well, just think we're doing the same thing over here with all our different religions here.
Yeah.
If we had guns, or Christians had guns, and Jehovah's Witnesses had guns, they didn't like each other like that. They started shooting. That would be chaos. So I think they're trying to find a better way, hopefully over there, than just using the guns and bombs they've been given to take each other out.
Yeah, but there's also a lot of interference too. I mean, obviously the United States, like when we had our Civil War, there was
probably not too much interference going on over here on our land with outside influences.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah. So
war is a touchy subject. No matter how you look at it, or no matter whose land it's on, it's not a good thing to be shooting each other up.
Yeah, especially right now too, because I mean, this is just stuff going on everywhere.
Yeah,
you got Haiti taking off, and they've been hit really hard with their president being assassinated.
Right. A
major earthquake. Is it an earthquake or a flood? I think they had a major earthquake that killed a lot of people. Haiti can't catch a break. A lot of people across the world right now, man. There's a lot of COVID's going crazy.
COVID's going crazy, yeah. Again, now they talking, you know, and we here in Memphis talking about they got to wear a mask in the city county building now.
Yeah.
And we been having a mask on a while, but my daughter got sick yesterday. And I'm going to the hospital to get her in there, and I ain't got my mask. I said, hey, where your mask at? I forgot all about it because we had the mask on for months here now, maybe a month or two.
Yeah.
We've been on masks. Now we trying to go right back to it. So it's just a lot going on in the world.
Yeah.
You gotta keep your mind prepared and strong for it, and keep adjusting.
Yeah.
You gotta keep adjusting to everything that's going on and how you feel. You gotta keep and try. I know it's tough to keep positive right now, but you got to, because if you don't, it hurts you.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, mentally, it hurts you. Physically, it hurts you.
Staying positive,
it hurts you. You know, so
staying positive, staying level-headed and cool and calm, because right now there's going to be a lot of things that are tempted to push you over the edge, but you can't get too high on the highs and too low on the lows. You got to stay even keel right now, because I think the accident statistics have went up. You know what I'm saying? I think 8% from 2019 to 2020, and I think accidents are even going up. So there's a lot of people on edge.
Something going on, because I've seen a lot of accidents just out here driving every day, working. You know, just somebody's. I don't know if it's more. I know you say
it is more. It is. More. Yeah, so there are more accidents.
It seems like it then, because I see a lot of it going on when you're out here in the field doing what we do. You all on all sides of towns, and you run into different people in different situations, and these accidents are getting a little bit numerous right now.
Yeah, they definitely increase. I think 8 to 10% year over year.
Wow. So yeah, you know, hey, if you got to wear these masks to stay safe, you know, indoors, do what you gotta do. I have my own opinion about masks, but they seem that to work for some people. But if you can't breathe, you know, that's not good neither. So I don't know.
So let's go ahead and transition a little bit. Ask Cliff.
What are we asking Cliff?
What we gonna ask Cliff today? We got.
This episode is brought to you by TripLog. If you're like most businesses, at the end of each year, you're scrambling to find deductions. Well, here's a solution that pays for itself many times over. TripLog provides accurate automatic mileage tracking for tax deductions and reimbursements for businesses. And you know at Cliff & Cliff, we're all about simplifying and amplifying. And this is one of those tools that helps us do that. And so, TripLog is a set it and forget it type of app for either iPhone or even Android. So it's compatible with most phones. And so what you do is you set the app up at the beginning of the year with your work hours and your working days. So it's fully customizable to whatever days you work or whatever hours you work. And so what happens is you get in your car and you got the phone with you, and it automatically tracks all your mileage. So no longer you get rid of that pen and pad. Everything is done automatically. And at the end of the year, this app spits out a sheet with all your mileage on it calculated to give to your tax preparer or accountant, and ultimately reduces your taxable income. And so like us, save that money. Go to TripLog.com, and during registration, use referral code Cliff and get 20% off. That's right, get 20% off, or click the link below to register and get 20% off. Let's get back to the show.
How do you keep projects lined up? How did you keep projects lined up when you was working?
A lot of prayer.
A lot of prayer.
That was especially back then. A lot of prayer, but I mean the main thing like keeping business jobs lined up is actually making sure you do a good job. You know what I'm saying? Make sure you do a good job for that first, because if you're a small person, you ain't got no advertising going on. You ain't got no business cards. You ain't got no TV, TV shows to where a commercial for you to get some advertising. So you gotta make sure you're doing quality work. Yeah. So word of mouth was a big thing when you were small.
So that's how you kept projects lined up, doing good work,
doing good work, and being punctual when you say you're gonna be there. All that stuff helps people put your name out there and push you in, and keep other clients calling you for more work. Yeah. But once you get past that, then you gotta look at advertising. You gotta make sure you're advertising right. To get the bigger jobs. Yeah. Yeah.
And so that's a really good point. I hadn't thought about that. You do gotta advertise, but kind of on a larger scale than that. It's if you're small, you gotta keep shooting shots. You know what I mean? Even if while you're working, you gotta keep shooting. And what I mean by that is, all right, you got this job here. If you're still getting calls, you got to make sure that you're staying out there and estimating and putting out proposals. You know what I mean? Because you'll miss 100 shots. You'll miss every shot you don't take.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. So while you're working, you got to make sure that you're still on the grind of getting more work. And that's kind of the beauty, I guess, of working for yourself. Or if you don't have a team set up to continue to help you get more work, you got to continue to, while you mid-project, you got to be thinking about your next job. Asking your past clients for referrals. Yeah. But my answer to that would be, how do you keep projects lined up? I would say a big portion of that would be organization. You can't take on more projects if you got just so disorganized and you can't even keep up with the project that you got. So you got to stay organized to even take on more work. You know what I mean? So, and in the comments below, let me know how you guys stay, how you guys keep projects lined up. But basically, kind of the formula to it that I use for us is that staying organized. Make sure that you got all your jobs in folders, you know what I mean? And make sure that, because that paperwork, it so much stuff clogged up in your head, even though it's not a lot, it could be so much information in your head that it's hard for you to pursue new stuff, because you're like, oh, I got all this stuff back here I need to take care of. But if you're well organized, it's like, all right, that stuff it's handled, you know what I mean? And so now that allows me to free my mind. All right, now I can take on this work here. This project gonna take me 3 to 4 weeks. Now I know that I need to start advertising. I'm telling clients that I'm 4 weeks out. You know what I mean? And so being organized is a big part of taking on more work or keeping work lined up. So for us, it's like, all right, if I know a project gonna take us 4 months to get done, that's my conversation with other clients. You know what I mean? Like, all right, hey, this is my schedule. I'm about 4 to 5 months out right now, but I can still get you taken care of, and right now is the time for us to get it scheduled if you want to work with us. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then on top of that, it's like working through that whole process, you know. And it's like we have a schedule hold agreement. You know what I mean? So all right, if we commit to you, you got to commit to us too.
Right.
You know.
And what does that mean? Commit to us. To me, when I was doing it, and I think we still doing the same thing. If we ask you to commit to us, we say we're gonna schedule you out 4 months later. Well, we probably gonna get that contract signed, and we're gonna get some money down to hold your spot. Yeah. That way, we know that you're committed to us. We committed to you to get you in when we say we're gonna get you in. Yeah. We don't want to put you on a 4 month hold, then we get ready to go do your job, and you let somebody else do it already. So now you didn't put us in a position that we didn't want to be in. Yeah. You know, because you changed your mind. Yeah. So you gotta make sure you know that the client, you lock the clients in, they lock you in, and we have a deal. Yeah. Another thing for is making sure that you're ready and that you have all your credentials in order, because that's gonna get you more jobs on a regular basis. Like, so I know I missed out on jobs when I wasn't licensed or bonded. When you just starting out, you trying to start putting in a light bulb or changing a switch. Not changing a light bulb, just putting in a switch. I was being funny. But having your license, your bonders insurance, so they can see, so they know you are, and then having a good quality truck to get you the job, that makes, when they come out the door, I had clients come out the door just see what you're driving. Sometimes they walking you out, but they want to see how you rolling to see if you even qualify. Cause you just gave them a price for a job that they might be like, oh wow, I know it's gonna be that much. So now they want to see if you qualified. So make sure that you're dressed for construction. Yeah. Not dressed to haul trash away. Dressed for construction. What does that mean? I'll have some jeans on and a work shirt. Coming in with shorts and sweatpants on and a shirt that's all painted up. Look like you're ready to haul some trash out probably.
So you saying come in with clean pair of pants, clean pair of jeans, clean pair of shirt?
Yeah, absolutely.
Look professional.
Look professional. Have your business cards ready. Because you ain't got no business cards, they looking like, okay, he's not really a contractor probably.
Right. So you saying,
so you might miss that job.
So you saying when you keeping projects lined up and you working over here at this job, don't just run to your next job looking how you just left. So you want to make sure that you're looking presentable even when you got a job going on and you're going to schedule more work. You're not just coming in the same work clothes that you just left a job in.
Especially this is a new client that you have never met and have never had any kind of interaction with. They want to you got to come to represent, to let them know, hey, I'm getting a professional contractor, and 9 times out of 10 you're gonna get that job, especially if you've been referred already from somebody else, and then you show up and look like you know what you're doing, you sound like you know what you're doing. You're gonna land more jobs that way. Yeah. So so how do you keep projects lined up? And then another big portion of that too is if you're trying to keep projects lined up and you're not very big right now, one of the biggest ways that this is a freebie.
make sure you get out a pen and paper right now. Get you a Google My Business page. It's free. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It's free to set up. It's absolutely free. Just type in Google My Business. Go to Google, type in Google My Business inside the Google search, and then walk through that prompt that it gives you. And then once you start getting jobs, you ask your clients to say, hey, search my name on Google, leave me a review.
Mm-hmm.
That is the number one way right now I feel like you can grow your business online without doing anything else, because so many people are searching right now for businesses like yours, and people think that they can't find you if you're not there. You know what I mean?
And that's good. And see, that's some 2000 stuff right there. That's some stuff right there that they doing nowadays that we didn't really know about back then. Just to go back.
So wait, how were you getting referrals?
We had
Just word of mouth.
Word of mouth was one way, but then, you know, guys is this, in my age, what we did on our truck, what we had, them magnetic signs on them doors.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Talking about what we doing.
Yep.
You know, you had your name, what all you do, paint, windows, doors, floors, you name it, and then at the end of that, etc., etc. So you do a little bit of everything.
Mm-hmm.
But that was one of the best ways to stay busy.
Yeah.
Them magnetic signs that we put on our trucks.
So yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that was big, and I think that's still big today.
That's
if you
big.
got a sign,
Yeah.
put it on your vehicle that you're driving, and make sure people can see it.
So yard signs, you want truck lettering, and Google My, those are all low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
You can do that today.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, man, that's awesome. So let us know how you keeping projects lined up, what documents you're using. Please leave comments on. Let us know what marketing you're using, how you getting referrals. You know, we just one big information source. So if we can, we giving you our information, let us know how you use, and let these other contractors know.
Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by Grasshopper. As a contractor, we struggle with answering the phone and separating personal life from work time. You know, we never shutting that phone off. All of our clients got our personal numbers. That's a bad situation. Well, here's a solution that gives you more credibility, privacy, and flexibility to do business anywhere. Grasshopper adds a business line and virtual phone system to your existing personal cell phone. So no longer do you have to have two cell phones, one for business, one for personal. It's all on your phone now in the Grasshopper app. They have an app for iPhone and Android, so it's compatible with most phones. And as mentioned earlier, you can have a separate business line to make and receive calls. You can have calls go straight to voicemail during non-business hours. You can have your phone ring multiple people at once, so you know, whoever picks up first and gets to the call, so you never miss a call. You can sound larger and more credible with custom greetings and extensions. You can even send and receive text to clients using your business line. Big game changer there. And one of my favorite features is that you can access the desktop and mobile app anywhere in the world, so you're never too far from your business. And so what I need you to do right now is click the Grasshopper link below in the description and to sign up for a 7-day trial. That's right, a free 7-day trial, risk-free. You have nothing to lose. What you waiting for?
So simplify and amplify. This is a major one that I think gets overlooked a lot. Rest is a requirement. Rest is a requirement and not a reward. So many entrepreneurs just starting up, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, I'm gonna grind every single day, Monday through Friday, 10 hours a day. I'm gonna work.
Yeah.
Get this money.
Not good. You gotta get rest.
You gotta get rest.
Your mind needs rest, your body needs rest. Because when you ain't rested, you might be doing some stuff that don't make no sense.
Yeah.
You know, and when you do that, especially when it comes to performing the work, getting that done. If you doing that job and you tired, your mind ain't there, you doing some shoddy work probably.
And mistakes are going to happen.
Yeah.
Mistakes are going to happen. I hear that, here's a funny thing. I heard that, it's not really funny, but they say working tired or driving tired is worse than drunk driving.
Wow. That's something right there.
That is.
That's a mouthful.
That is.
To put them two on the same page like that.
Yeah, so, and that just says a lot, you know what I mean? Because you can't perform at the level that you want to perform at, if you're not well rested. And even in basketball, you know, I play college basketball and high school basketball, but basically, senior play high school basketball too.
Yeah.
But basically, if you're not getting a rest and you're not preparing your body, not putting the right things in your body, and you're not resting, you cannot perform how you want to perform.
Yeah.
And business is a marathon. This business is not a sprint. Business is not a sprint at all. So you got to make sure that you're preparing your body each and every day, getting the right things in it. Because I've working in construction, man, you'll see the guys that like not taking care of themselves, you know.
Yeah.
And even if they are taking care of themselves, it's just a tough industry.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've seen guys, man, looking 30, they're 35 years old and they look like 60, look like they're 60 because they're not resting. They're working like a dog. They're getting stressed out. And how they doing it? They just drinking every night to take care of themselves.
Yeah, you can't. It's hard to do a A1 job and you mix alcohol with your performance all day long.
Well, and just, you know, and it just kind of goes into rest, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Drinking.
You can drink at night
Mm-hmm.
and get your rest.
Sometimes. You can't drink every night.
No, I mean, some guys swear they can.
Yeah,
drink
but
every night and be okay, but
it's not healthy.
You see it in their work. You know, I see it when guys come work for me, and I can tell if they didn't got their rest at night. Because especially if I have a relationship with them, I know if they have rest by by the quality of work they putting out that day.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it.
Mm-hmm.
Even with myself, if I don't get the right proper amount of rest the night before, my work production, my work quality is gonna go down a little bit. So that when I do that, when that happens, because every once in a while you don't get your rest.
Yeah, that's true.
But you gotta slow down what you're doing and make sure you do that right.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you try and get it done because you have this penciled in completion date, or even write it in ink. Sometimes the completion dates don't always match up because we run into so many different variances out here with materials, variables with materials, people not showing up, the weather, all those things gotta come together just right, you know, to make it get done. So, and then getting your rest. So all that with your rest or not getting rest is gonna dictate whether you do a good job or okay job or a job that gets you ran off the job site.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So rest is important.
Absolutely. And like I think you mentioned, like there were we always have subcontractors well, just people working for us sometimes, man. You can tell, like you said, they just had rope from underneath the rock, you know, because they're not taking care of themselves. And that's half the battle in construction. If you can take care of yourself, get enough sleep, get you putting the right things in your body. Mm-hmm. I think you changed up your diet a lot, right?
I have been here lately in the last years, getting more salad, more veggies in me. I drink a smoothie every morning because I need that extra.
Not Hardee's. You're not getting the double biscuit at Hardee's.
No, I like Hardee's. I like McDonald's too, but I know for me where I'm at, I need to make sure I keep a little more fruits and vegetables in me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, to make sure that I got enough energy to get going.
Yeah.
You know, and then last the whole day.
Mm-hmm.
You know, at that point.
Yeah.
So eating is important. It's just as important as getting the sleep.
Mm-hmm.
Because when you wake up, you gotta put something there to keep you asleep. And I see a lot of people doing different things to keep the energy up and stop from being tired.
Wait. So you mentioned that you had talked about you doing herbs, you said?
Yes.
So you done, right now you making smoothies in the morning with herbs. And so just to kind of, because I want to key in on that, because that's a big thing, you know what I'm saying? Because you putting that proper fuel in your body to last you.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because it's easy to, as a contractor, it's easy to grab that McDonald's McMuffin, that Burger King croissant sandwich. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, yeah.
And you start to blow up pretty quick on that stuff, man.
Oh, yeah.
You'll be
and your energy don't last that long, because I know now, if I get fast food, that may last me, if I get that at 8 o'clock in the morning or 7 o'clock, that may only last me for like
an hour or two. And be hungry.
If I get my smoothie in me, I might not get hungry till about 1, 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
Sometimes I forget lunch because I'm drinking that smoothie.
Yeah.
and it's got me feeling, got my energy up. I'm full. I'm alive. I'm just got plenty of energy. I'm doing what I gotta do. Getting it done.
What all are you putting in that smoothie, if you can recall?
Well, you know, a lot of fruit. Put bananas, blueberries, strawberries.
All in one? You put all in one?
Yeah.
Okay.
And now I'm using even kiwi. I got some kiwi I'm putting in there, which is good. And so with those 4 fruits, I just say banana already.
Bananas, blueberries, strawberries, kiwi.
Yeah. So, and then with those 4, I may add either oatmeal to those with peanut butter, or I might just add some kale.
Yeah.
And then with those ingredients in there, I put some apple juice with the moisture to get it liquefied.
Yeah.
And then I got some herbs I put in there. I ain't gonna name all my herbs, but also I name one. I do sea moss. I put sea moss in there, which is really good for the body.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, do you know I know you.
Well, one of them is it's a go-to cola. I put in there.
This isn't medical advice or nothing like that, but it's just kind of senior talking about what
I use
something
in mine. Go-to cola.
Yeah. These are all things just to help you with your body. You know, we're all getting it. You know, as you're getting older, you got to put the right things in your body to make sure you're getting that right nutrition. So, you know, these herbs here are used for different things, but ultimately it all for the benefit. You know, things happen as you're getting older. So
put some iron. I use iron pills in my drink. Yeah. So a couple different things that I try and get in there. Even little can't think of the name of it right now. The orange stuff that I be putting in there. The orange powder.
Turmeric.
Yeah. Turmeric is good for you.
Yeah.
So I'm trying a little bit of everything to keep myself, you know, going.
Right.
And full of life.
So I kind of use some of those same things as well. And actually, maybe we'll do a video with Dwight Senior showing everything that he puts in his smoothie. But we're about to just run out of time here. It's the Dwight Cliff Jr.
The Dwight Cliff Senior.
Make sure you go to our website, cliffandcliff.com. Please like and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already.
Yeah.
We out.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace.